ಗಾಳಿ ಸುದ್ದಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಂಬಬಾರದು ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಅವರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ದಿಸೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋಣ. ನಾವುಗಳು ನ್ಯಾಯದ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮುರುಘಾ ಮಠ ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಲಿಸುವ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
Swamiji of the Murugha Mutt addressing his devotees after he was asked to return to the Mutt by the police, escorted back to the Mutt. He's saying he'll extend all help to the police in the investigation. Says the Mutt always has abided by the law of the land and will continue to do so.
ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ರೈತಕರವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಇದೆ, ಅನಾರೋಗ್ಯಕರವಾಗಿರುವ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಇದೆ. ಆ ದಿಸೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವುಗಳು ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದೇ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಒಂದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ.
He says he's confident that he will come out clean from this conspiracy.
ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಈಗ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಆಯ್ತು, ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದವರಿಗೂ ಆಯ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ದಾಸೋಹ ಮಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗೇನು 3-4 ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ಜನರು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರವಾಹದೋಪಾದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರು ಶ್ರೀಮಠಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶ್ರೀಮಠದ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಮುರುಘಾ ಮಠದ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನೋವಿನ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಂಕಷ್ಟದ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷೋಪಲಕ್ಷ ಜನರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅತೀವ ಧೈರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಯಾವುದಂತ ಒಂದು ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕಾನೂನನ್ನ ಗೌರವಿಸೋಣ. ಆ ದಿಸೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಮಾನದ ಚಿಲುಮೆಯನ್ನು ಚಿಮ್ಮಿಸಿರುವಂತವರು ಯಾರಾದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಧನ್ಯವಾದವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಭಿಮಾನ, ಮುರುಘಾ ಮಠದ ಅಭಿಮಾನ ಅವರು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಪಡಿಸಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
So there we heard from that Lingayat Seer. What we're also now understanding is that he was in fact not arrested but detained in the 2 minors' alleged rape case. And what we're also understanding is that he was released after being questioned. He does remain defiant. There we just heard him speaking. He has reiterated a conspiracy charge that we'd heard earlier as well. Also saying that Mutt abides by the law of the land. Meanwhile, parallel developments taking place as far as the victims are concerned. They were taken for their medicals as well. Let me just connect with my colleague Harish Upadhyay, who's been tracking all these developments for us. So Harish, first a clarification. The Seer in fact was not arrested but only detained. Is that correct?
Well, the police are saying that he was leaving. He in fact had left the Chitradurga district. He was in Haveri, and the police instructed him to get back to Chitradurga, saying that there is an ongoing investigation and he can't leave the Mutt premises when the investigation is on. He's a prime accused in it, and he was asked to return to the Mutt there. In fact, he returned with police escort there. So one wonders if the police have detained him or they want him to be present in the Mutt premises. Remember, there are two crucial legal procedures to happen. One, he has to be questioned. Second, the police also have to carry out a measure in the Mutt premises if that's the scene of crime, alleged crime. So the police have now got him back to the Mutt. We also need to understand that there is a large devotee base that's gathering outside the Mutt premises. The police also deploying extra security over there. So two things that the police will now have to explain. One, on why still he hasn't been arrested and when will he be questioned. And second, if indeed the police have restrained him from leaving the district, then why is it that the other procedure, whether it's his medical test or questioning, hasn't happened yet?
Okay, Harish, just for the benefit of our viewers, give a backdrop of what really has happened. We're understanding the Seer was booked under POCSO Act. The allegation is that there was sexual harassment as far as 2 minor girls were concerned.
Well, two minor girls registered a complaint before the Nazarabad police in Mysuru. They alleged that one of them said that she was sexually assaulted by the Seer for 3.5 years and the other one for around 1.5 years. And there are 4 others who were part of the setup who were also being named accused in this FIR. This includes the junior points of this Mutt and 3 more who were part of the administration, including the warden of the hostel where these girls were staying. They were studying in one of the educational institutions belonging to this Murugha Mutt in Chitradurga. Yesterday, their statements have been recorded. We do understand that they've been subjected to a medical test as well. Now pressure mounting on the police on why they still haven't subjected the accused, the prime accused in this case, Chitradurga Swami, to a medical test, why he hasn't been arrested. The POCSO Act doesn't give so much for leeway. The police saying that there is a counter complaint, but legal experts pointing out that that investigation can happen parallelly. But this investigation, based on a FIR under the POCSO Act, needs to happen independently, and that calls for the accused to be subjected to a medical test and the evidence to be gathered as soon as possible.
True. Harish, before I talk to you about the comment that we heard from the Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai, which has now led to the state government being under fire, I want to first understand what has been the response of the Seer and the Mutt themselves.
Well, just a few minutes back, you heard the Seer. He says they will respect the law of the land and the Mutt will extend all help and cooperation to law enforcement agencies. They will abide by the law. He's also asked his devotees to be patient. He said this is a conspiracy and several great leaders and personalities have faced such tough time. We will also face it. We will emerge clean from this. And in a way, sending out a message to his devotee base that he hasn't done any mistake. He would come out clean from this and he would extend all possible support to the police. Now has to be seen if indeed the police can go ahead and build a watertight case in this particular allegation of sexual assault against this powerful Lingayat Mutt from the central Karnataka region.
True. You know, now talking about as far as the political implication and ramification is concerned, Harish, for anybody who's followed Karnataka knows that the Lingayat community, not just as far as the population constitution is concerned, but as far as the vote bank is concerned, is extremely important. What have been the political reactions that we've heard so far?
Well, the fact that we are talking about a very powerful Lingayat Seer belonging to a very powerful Mutt, the Murugha Mutt in Chitradurga, that has enjoys immense amount of clout in a large devotee base in central Karnataka. We've seen very guarded response from across political spectrum. We've had the Chief Minister and Union Ministers saying that the law will take its course. There's an investigation happening. Let's wait for that report. The opposition too saying that the Seer has contributed immensely to the society. We will wait for the investigation to happen. But astonishingly, none of them coming out and backing 2 victims who are minor girls here who've said that they have been sexually assaulted for a number of months now. None of the political parties, in fact, backing them. They are playing it safe. They are being very guarded in their response. Similarly, the JDS too has echoed similar sentiments. It's only one MP from the BJP who's now said that if the girls believe that an impartial investigation is not possible in Karnataka, then we should also explore the possibility of taking this investigation to a different
Harish,
stage.
I just apologize